Humanity means history. History means humanity. Part 6. By the Goodness Initiative, 7.7 billion physicists. On December 31, 2019, the date of the first case of COVID-19 666 was brought to the attention of the World Health Organization. On December 6, 2019, just 25 days prior to the COVID-19 666 report from Wuhan, China, The Goodness has sent the second anti-pandemic message to presidents of almost all universities and 127 ministers of education, in particular for those who have responded to our anti-pandemic message, which is out of 195 countries. At this point we had more than 60 artificial intelligence and anti-pandemic health clubs in 47 countries. Our amazing December 6, 2019, post, due to the coexistence between the date report from the eruption of the new pandemic, the Goodness's effort to awaken, aware of and unite almost the entire educational institutions across the world, particularly for alertness, readiness or preparedness for the new pandemic. Our December 6 post can be real-time and unprecedented pre-pandemic warning for the entire world, or it can be considered as one of the evidence for our God-led anti-pandemic proposal, which is responsible for the establishment of Saatchism, 7.7 billion followers. Saatchism is a union of all religions and all 7.7 billion individuals established April 6, 2019, as Saatchism, the Goodness Initiative. Currently, Saatchism is spiritually leading the world. Because of our unprecedented anti-pandemic activity, the Goodness International Observatory and Pandemic Tracker since 2019 declared that December 6 will be the International Education Day, or one of 12 physics days for the entire world. According to the Goodness's anti-pandemic rules and regulations in 2019, universities, colleges, and schools have a better understanding to the world than any international organization, so that educational institutions are a frontliner to fight a 40-year and future pandemic, particularly in creating awareness. Long ago, the University of Alexandria served as the hub of world health for several years. In 2019, one of the Goodness's magical idea, or the main reason to unite all universities across the world, was to stretch a new world anti-pandemic health system that assumed to connect all educational institutions in every corner of the world. That is the Goodness AI and Robotics Health Clubs, USA, since April 6, 2019. And also our plan in 2020 was to connect millions of educational institutions across the world through Facebook under our anti-pandemic clubs. In the same year, we were able to expand to 60 countries and more than 140 the Goodness AI, robotics and anti-pandemic health clubs. It is absolute magic. After January 31, 2020, especially the World Health Organization's national emergency, the new pandemic didn't give time for anybody. COVID-19 666 attracted the attention of all 7.7 billion individuals from the beginning. That is because of us. But our anti-pandemic activity has been lost attention. TV stations, radio, newspapers stopped talking about our anti-pandemic program. Our anti-pandemic activity was highly ignored. Anything directed toward Wuhan, our anti-pandemic activity was hit by another pandemic. Here we can see something how our anti-pandemic movement awakens and changes the whole world. Some international organizations were in sleeping mode, especially unable to answer our anti-pandemic questions, endangering our planet for new pandemic. Everything suddenly shifted to the new pandemic. Sriracha MS-13 got a good opportunity at this point, manufacturing unscientific news about artificial intelligence technology and our clubs, even the new pandemic. They spread false information for all universities, colleges, and schools not to contact us. Even today we don't have a single AI club. Long live for MS. Conspiracy theory in our proposal. They appointed fake whistleblower. But we didn't stop, continued instead with our full efforts. Working with health experts, education professionals, artificial intelligence groups, advocates, minority right groups, human right activists, International Court of Justice, etc., wishing we may get recognition in the future for our magical anti-pandemic idea. Our anti-pandemic movement continues alongside health organizations, all authorities, billionaires, CEOs, educational institutions, religious organizations, programmers, health experts and all responsible bodies, especially to define the new pandemic, for testing, for the safe production, distribution and equity of vaccines etc. Like any other organizations, we also gave attention for the new pandemic at the same time toward our main goal, objectives, and sub-objectives. Truly speaking, if the COVID-19 666 didn't happen in December month, 2019, our proposal would be nothing for the world. The coexistence between the first COVID report of December 31, 2019, with TheGOODNESS's whole December 2019 anti-pandemic activity as a simple indication for the origin of the new pandemic is God. According to TheGOODNESS's anti-pandemic magical message in 2019, quote 1, all of us living in the West has a better opportunity than anybody living in the other part of the world, especially in the US. We have to use these chances to do good things only. Africa is the owner of a lot of good culture. We have to transfer good culture only. This word is highly supported by Western and both Democrats and Republicans and highly contributed specially for the equity of vaccines. Our letter written for Saatchi Biden united not only Democrats and Republicans, the entire world. That makes the US the leader to fight the new pandemic, in particular for the equity and safe distribution of vaccines. All Western countries, Democrats and Republicans, and the entire world stood together for equity in vaccines without any difference. One of the TheGOODNESS amazing achievements is, in 2020, TheGOODNESS opened 3 new anti-pandemic sites for equity of vaccine in collaboration with Facebook, like Mind for Africa etc. The main goal of these anti-pandemic pages was to connect all educational institutes into our clubs and to participate, initiate, and mobilize all educational institutes for equity and safe distribution of vaccines. Our musical computation and t-shirt design was an amazing and unexpected glorious achievement of TheGOODNESS for the entire world. Our t-shirt design was estimated at $4.4 billion through auction. We prepared a musical, dance competition to mobilize the entire world was another unrevealed secret. Sirik Gungisi the owner of the music. Dishta Jina the name of the music, meaning New Year, New Era for all humanity, 7.7 billion individuals. We are found in the new era of all humanity. Babylon is the main reason for our division. He calls 12 months in his music. Humanity makes history every day. All humans are equally born, grow, shall work together because death is inevitable. No one is above the law. Justice for any wrongdoing. Reward and recognition for any good doing because we are all born equal. We have to work together especially on our common goal of all humanity. Since the idea for his music was born during Saatchi's New Era, 2019 to 2021, and also went together with our anti-pandemic movement, we had chosen this music for dance competition and used it as an international revolutionary song for all countries and TheGOODNESS especially to initiate, mobilize, and encourage the whole world for equity and safe distribution of vaccines hit its target. Highly mobilized the entire world from West San Diego to East Japan. The musical completion was highly supported by TTG, TheGOODNESS technological giants, Google, Apple, Meta, Tesla, Microsoft, Alibaba supporters group and many artificial intelligence groups on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and TikTok etc. Almost all universities, colleges, schools, airport workers, police, nurses from the entire world are participating in this musical, dance competition as part of to create awareness for the safe distribution and equity of vaccines that surprise the authority of the UN, EU, the WHO, the US, Asian Union and the entire world. However, unidentified individuals, probably technicians, work for Google, for an unknown reason. All videos of dance contenders, in our estimate 6,000 videos in number, were removed from Google, YouTube, playlist site. It could be one of Sriracha MS-13 efforts to destroy our anti-pandemic effort. Destroying our evidence is the same as destroying the evidence of all 7.7 billion individuals. By now many people in our planet have been giving us recognition, especially those who visited our 2019 post, and because of our magical anti-pandemic movement which had started April 6, 2019, has changed the world forever. Our effort for equity was 100% perfect. Our design for t-shirt and musical, dance competition is unbelievable. According to many people, anything we did from 2019 to 2022 is magic, saying that TheGOODNESS mastermind is the winner of the Nobel Prize in 2022 without any doubt. Many people and friends express their feelings about our magical anti-pandemic proposal and movement. No one can be reverted. For our words, seeing our December 6, 2019, post only enough and good evidence, especially the letter written for all universities and educational institutions. In this opportunity, we request the company Alphabet to investigate all our videos. Our videos are not only ours, but all 7.7 billion individuals. If possible, put it in place again. There are only 64 videos remaining, out of 6,000. This is not the first time destroying our evidence. In fact, our tweet of January 4, 2020, we see opening in the World Healthcare message, after disappearing for 2 months, was returned to its original position. It was only in 2019 that they hijacked 2 of our anti-pandemic sites from Google server and others. We have no official website at the moment because of these hackers. According to the TheGOODNESS International Observatory and Pandemic Tracker, TIOPT, our 2021-2022 campaign, particularly for the safe distribution and equity of vaccines, has been fully transparent and has never seen such a campaign 100 times satisfactory for TheGOODNESS' anti-pandemic goal that has published since 2019, the end of pandemic inaction or no pandemic for the future generation. Our reason is that up to April 6, 03, Saatchism calendar, the number of vaccinated people became above our estimate. White House Secretary Saraka Pasaki several times appreciated the international community effort for equity in vaccines, especially the collaboration of EU, South American Union, and TheGOODNESS, Saatchism with all Facebook artificial intelligence groups, the School of AI or Siraj Naval Supporters Group, Django Programmers Group, and different health experts and professionals, all educational institution group, etc. was extraordinary. During our 3-year celebration, April 6, 03, 2022, because of the success of the international community in distribution of vaccines, TheGOODNESS, Saatchism, the WHO, and all 7.7 billion individuals. The TheGOODNESS Initiative awarded physicist title for all 7.7 billion individuals. Lead physicists for the existing physicists, chief physicists for doctors, engineers, biologists, chemists, etc. And also we changed our name from the TheGOODNESS Initiative, TIOPT, to 7.7 billion physicists. A newborn baby is a new physicist. His, her room is universe and the bulb in his, her room is artificial star. We plan to prepare a tutorial in physics and artificial intelligence called the 7.7 billion physics tutorial, specifically to help us with recognition. Thanks to our magical anti-pandemic activity of 2019 to 2022 and saving our planet from the new pandemic, 7.7 billion physicists are leading the world in AI. 2019 to 2022 was considered as pandemic year, but for 7.7 billion physicists a year of history. We make history. Physicists protect us from volcano, earthquake, forest fire, storm, hurricane, comets, asteroids, sun flare, etc. And also virus attack. We are the only initiative to prove this. According to 7.7 billion physicists, for the last 2 years the activity and involvement of academic institutions was unprecedented, having never seen such kind of collaboration with the World Health Organization, the TheGOODNESS tech giants, TTG, and all religion organizations, Saatchism. Especially in raising awareness among students, teachers, the school community, others in the region, countries, and continents. Particularly for inspiration and proper distribution for vaccines, etc. 7.7 billion physicists, the TheGOODNESS Initiative, USA. Since April 6, 2019. Copy 1. California Police, 5770 Freeport Boulevard, Sacramento, California. USA. 2. Citywide security. 9320 Willow Grove Avenue Suite F, Santee, CA. USA. 3. Family Health Center. 823 Gateway Center Way, San Diego, California. USA. 4. Nobel Prize Office. 14 Sturegatan, Stockholm, Sweden.